know, like. And we're trying to do 25 miles to get to a bar, which might be kind of silly. But the good news is we're only like 4 miles away. Maybe, if we can get a hitch. You can still see the fire over there.
We finally made it to the road. We pushed hard the second day, and we were hoping there's an off chance that maybe we can catch a ride down to LaPorte, which we knew it had a bar, it had dinner, and so we tried and we tried and we tried, and there was no traffic on this road. But somebody did swing into the old parking lot.
Swing by. I got my thumb out and I jumped around, and this guy in a pickup truck, a guy with his dog, came around, and he came out. He said, well, I can't take you anywhere, but do you want some whiskey? And we said, you know what, we'll drink some whiskey.
We'll drink your whiskey with you.
That sounds great. And so we shot the breeze a little bit, and it turned out that not only had he hiked the PCT before, but he'd also hiked the AT before, and knew all about it, and was just feeling us out, making sure we were chill people, and ended up saying, yeah, I can make room for all three of you. We're going to LaPorte.
Yeah. So we met our main man. We don't want to say his name. Just a nice young man, double crowner. Brings us down to LaPorte. It's only like 11 miles. We hit up the bars, I think, a Friday night. Am I not right?
It was a Friday night. It was packed in
LaPorte. So we got, finally, after a hard day of work, we got all these burgers and drinks, and oh man, it was awesome.
They had a famous cocktail. I can't remember. What was it called?
You got me, but it was delicious.
Yeah, it was one of those small town bars that's got the dollar bills everywhere, all over everything.
Right. Yeah,
pretty cool. And yeah, we a couple drinks in, and our hitch, who was having some drinks with us, said, well, where are you guys going to stay tonight? And we said, well, no idea. We got to figure that out. And he goes, well, you can stay where I'm staying, but you got to be quiet about it. And so we're going to be quiet about it, but ultimately it was a really cool place where he was doing some, well, what can we say?
I think the best word to use is just perspective.
Yeah, he was being perspective.
He was being perspective, so that was nice. And we hung out, we slept in a little bit, and it was still hot. Woke up, and first he's like, guys, we gotta go. If we're going to Quincy, we gotta stop on our way and hit this river and jump in quick. And it's got ice cold water, like especially cold water.
And like the fires are still raging. It's still this heat wave, just super hot. And yeah, we had a nice jump in the river. That was awesome. And then hit up Quincy for a brief moment. Checked out the brewery there.
Quintopia.
Very cool place. I really enjoyed Quintopia.
Yeah, and there was a thrift store. I had lost my sunglasses. I went in there. I found a pair, and she's like, "Are you a thru-hiker? You can just have them."
Is that where you got those ugly glasses?
Yeah. You saw them in the last video, those skinny ones. Yeah, that was dope. And then 2 blocks down, somebody had paid forward a bunch of free ice cream cones to thru-hikers. So I got like this double stack in this town. Quincy is hooking it up for the hikers.
Well, we got to, them, after all the heat and seeing the plains and the fires and all that, we hiked through a very burn area.
It was a very fresh burn area, like none like we had done before. Like there was no new life yet. It was charred. It was dustier than
probably it just opened. I mean, it was like walking through the ashes of a fire or something, like walking through a fireplace.
Yeah, you could have told me they put it all yesterday. I would have believed that.
Yeah.
Miles and miles and miles of burn area. It's kind of sad.
Just cruising along. Look at the size of this bear print.
It's so weird walking through a burnt forest all day today, like 20 miles. You can see that's all burnt in there. and then seeing a big forest fire in the distance. Just kind of weird.
Yeah, it wasn't that nice of hiking. It was kind of sad to see it all.
Yeah, but you know what's nice though? We got out of Quincy so stinking late. BC and I hiked into the night to get a little head start because we knew Buck Lake was coming up. And Big Red was like, you know, I'm just gonna camp here, and BC and I were like, no, we're gonna get going. And Big Red had big intentions of like a 30-mile day or something the next day to get into Buck Lake.
Yeah, and you know, we were night hiking because of the heat too. You know, so we were able to stay out of the heat for the most part, and yeah, we ended up waking up. Oh God, I did it.
We woke up.
Where are you, BR? We went to. That's when we went into Buck Lake, right?
You two went into Buck Lake, and like I knew I had to get up early to cover the miles to get to Buck Lake. And all of a sudden, it's like I woke up. I'm like, oh shit, that train left the station a long time ago. I might as well sleep another hour because I ain't making it. Yeah. So I did, and already sweating to high heaven. Down in town, it's over 100. Heading to Bucks Lake today. Do some swimming and resupplying.
The Middle Fork, Feather River, and bridge. A big old bridge. Oh, ain't that cute?
Yeah, so BR and I made it into Buck Lake, and beautiful lake. We got a nice hitch in from a nice gentleman, and ended up swimming in the lake, and we got dried off, went inside, got a really, really kind of like gourmet pizza and a couple of beers and stuff, and right when we were just kind of finishing up, the waitress came over and informed us that someone had paid for our dinner, and then she pointed him out, and he was like, no, you're not supposed to say. He wanted to stay anonymous, which is extra cool, but we went over and said hi to him and thanked him for that. But yeah, nice people everywhere, and but yeah, Count didn't make it, so we packed him out some beers.
Yeah! I finally got a signal like, please, grab me a little something. And we all met up that night for camp. It was awesome.
Yeah, had a couple drinks.
Good night, bud. So I just can you let me off? I just want to make sure I hit record. I'm having that.
You got that? Did you leave the stove on?
Yeah. Well, I just want to make sure. It's my first time having to be responsible. That would have been awesome. Okay.